Okay, great. So here we are. Okay, share the screen. Okay. So now we have this lovely InDesign document. So beautiful. I know. I knew you were thinking that. And we have these secret, invisible, unless you highlight, text boxes on our beautiful text layer. And what I've done is I've made a Word document, which you're not going to be able to see because I'm only sharing my InDesign, but I can share everything. Share everything. But I've made a Word document. If I click, so open your Word document with the research you did last week, and just select the text from your first designer. So we're going to copy, double click in one of your text boxes, edit, paste. Great. So this is 229 words, and I'm using lorem ipsum, which is fake copy. It's great. It's great to use it all the time for layouts and showing a client what the layout could possibly look like. So we're just going to do that for each of our boxes. Okay, so you're going to go to your Word document, select the second group of text, click, and Command V. All right, so we're going to do that for each of those. You just click right in the box and you paste. These are all going to have the same, look the same because this is the same copy. I might change that, but at this point we want to save. So you're going to file, save as, and we want to make sure to save it in a logical place. So I am going to put this into week 3. And I'm going to put this in poster initial design. Okay, poster initial design. And actually, I think I'm going to do the underscore in between here because that feels nice. That feels nice. Okay. So this is a very large poster, so you can't really see the text now. It just looks like gray bars, but if you Command+ and zoom in, you can see, hold down your space bar, you can drag the page around and see what you've written here. This might need, you might need to do your paragraphs, you know, if they didn't copy over, whatever you need to do. So we have that. And now we have all the elements on the page essentially, except for the heading. So let me share actually this part of the, can you see, I'm gonna share the other student works. Okay, so share, great. So this is what students have previously done in Jean Mayer's class. So please don't copy these, but these are just examples of what your poster could look like and what other people have done. There are a million different ways you could do this. These are only a handful of ways. Okay, so this person did some kind of, put one of the chairs in the background and did some kind of effect on it, and then put the text over. All right, and we have some kind of different fonts here, some Helvetica happening, some different things. I'm probably going to stick with Helvetica, but I'm not going to constrain you to Helvetica. I would keep it simple though. I would keep it simple, so let's come back to that later. All right, let's go back to our document. All right, so now we have all of this. We need a title. So mid-century modern design. All right, click, highlight everything. That's going to highlight both, because we have both of these eyeballs on. You see when we click these, things disappear. When we click highlight, we can just shift arrow down and nudge everything down for now. Okay, yes, or we can drag up. So now we're getting to the fun part. Get excited. All right. So I'm going to click and drag a new box, and I'm going to type in, do Command plus mid-century modern design. Command A to select all, and we're going to go to Helvetica. I'm really into Helvetica lately. I don't know why. All right, so I'm doing Helvetica bold. Then we can do Shift Command right caret, which I have previously told you about in the past, and that's just going to make the typeface bigger. Nice big typeface. Command 0 to zoom out. Wow, this is a huge page actually. Shift Command right, and you've got big thing there. Great. Okay, in the one last thing I want to do in this video before I start the next video, which is where we're going to start talking about color, is set up the, make sure we put our names in the slug, and that is also defined. All right, so slug info, text frame 2 columns wide, 1.75 inches high. Inset space at the top will be 0.25. Okay. So if we click and drag here, we can then, if you click V on the keyboard or click selection tool here, you can change the size of your box. So height 1.75, and what did I say the width was? Oh, we didn't define the width, that's why. 2 columns wide, okay. So 1.75, and we just need this 2 columns. So here is the columns button, number of columns. So you could do lots of columns if you wanted. In this case, we're just going to do 2 columns. This is the space in between the columns, which is the gutter, which we learned about a little bit. I think, was that today or was that last week? That was last week. So you can make a night, let's do 0.25 because that's what we did in the Command plus, and then we can type in our names, Jennifer Reed, applications of graphic design, and project 1. Okay, and I want this to be Helvetica because we're going to be consistent. Okay, great. And I want it to be just like that. Great, 14 points, perfect. And that was Command Shift right caret. Click our V. And we're just going to align that to the bottom. Right. Yeah. So if you draw a little, if you place it on the bottom of the slug outline and draw a little box here, the box should be 0.25 inches in both width and height. That's just a check. Command 0. Great, done. All right, so let's take a pause there. I'll stop and then start again.